Today we're going to talk about 4 things that you must do every day that will make you successful. And we are going to go basic, but I just want to say that this is the beginning of something strong that we are going to be developing through the weeks. And the reason is because, as you heard in the last webinar when we were talking about the New York kickoff, a lot of great things are happening in isogenics. Last year, our sales were over $100 million more than the year before. It's the biggest jump that isogenics ever had. And the reason is because we are going into momentum. We have so many great new bonuses, products, countries that are going to be opening at the end, after, I would say, in the late spring all the way to the end of the year. We are going to have 3 countries opening, maybe 4. And we're going to be talking about that in other webinars, how to, if you want to capitalize on that. But I have to tell you that still the U.S. market is a huge market, U.S. and Canadian market, huge market. And the markets that we are right now, also Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. But anyway, today we're going to talk about 4 things that we must do. Everybody has to do in order to be successful. And now, one of the things that I want to say is that first, I'm going to be starting another 90 days, and actually this is going to be more like a 91 days. These are 13 weeks. 13 weeks, you multiply by 7 is 91 days, back to back, ending just before celebration. Now, this is the first one I'm going to be starting on Monday, January 21st, although I started basically myself already. But and we are going to be sending you emails, more information. And if you, by the way, are watching this webinar and you were invited to this webinar, it is a good chance that you also are in my mailing list if you are receiving the recordings. If not, make sure you send me, and I'm going to see you in a second. I give you the email. But anyway, we have 27 weeks for celebration. And as I said in the newsletter that you received this morning, you can advance many ranks from now to celebration. In the next 27 weeks, your financial life could change dramatically for the best. Now, the event, the 90 days, the 290 days is 26 weeks, and the reason is because we are starting next week. Now, if you don't receive my newsletters or the emails, make sure you send an email to ProCapital1. That's the number 1. I know it looks like a, let me see. It looks like a L, but it's actually a 1. Let me go again. Okay. All right. This is a number 1. This here is a number 1. ProCapital1@gmail.com. I will send you an email with a link to register and receive the emails from me. Different from the other ones that we did, we are going to be more aggressive with the business, even more than ever, and I've always been aggressive. And the reason again is because we don't have time to waste. That means there are so many great things happen to that your life could change really quick. Now, I will suggest that you find an accountability partner to do your 90 days. You will be accountable to each other on the specific daily actions that I will be covering tonight, and many other ones that you will see in the future. Okay, let's start. Now, you have seen this before, and it's funny because some people say, well, I already know that. I don't remember who said it, but I think it was Jim Rohn. I think he said that when you know something when you apply it, you know something when you are doing it consistently, you know something when you are successful at it. And the fact that you have seen it, that doesn't mean that you are successful until you do it. That's a fact. And this is the famous triangle. It's your list on the center. It's the first thing that we are going to be doing, and we are going to be covering all these 4. The next one is connect, present, and follow up. And I know some of you say, I have seen this before. Again, when this is to become part of you, this is what the action plan for you this year, and actually for the rest of your life. This applies to any business. I don't care what kind of business you are. Always you have to do this, and I'm going to talk about that in a few seconds. And I have it in a different color slide, you have seen this color slide, etc., because I want to make sure that you see this as a part of your system. Many people said, whoa, but I need a system. Guys, this is it. And now, I don't say that I have the only system in the planet. All the systems are based in this principle that you just see. These 4 things that you see, your list, connect, present, and follow-up, all of them. Now, your list is very important. Make a list of everybody you know. Do not prejudge. Use the memory jogger found in the isogenicbusiness.com or howtogetgoing.com. It's the same one, but you can find it either page. But again, don't prejudge anybody. Also, use the list of friends you have on social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Now, also list like holiday, birthdays, weddings, join groups, local organizations, also groups in Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Add names to your list every week. This step is so important, guys. This is something that we can skip. And I know one of the biggest causes of people never succeeding in the business and sometimes not even starting is because they don't make the list. Some people say, well, make a list of 100. Another expert say, well, 1,000. I said, as many as you can. When I mean as you can, as you remember, go to those lists. You are not going to stop in 10 or 100 or 1,000, as many as you can, because this is going to be your first resources when you're starting your business. Even if you have been in network marketing before, don't be afraid because you think that they are going to judge you. You actually are prejudging them, thinking that they are going to say no. I was in another company before. Actually, I was in 3 before Isogenics, and at first I was a little nervous to call people, but I was direct. I was saying, you know what? I found something that, they're always looking for something, and I found the one, and I know you and I together can make a lot of money, and you're going to see some of the scripts, and let's go for it. And this is so important. Again, the list, very important. Through the next 26 weeks, I will be teaching you more on an ever spending list, and you have seen some of my webinars. We're going to go more into Facebook and to how to do it through the traditional ways. But guys, this is a must. With a list of names, it is impossible to succeed in almost every business. Doesn't matter if you are opening a restaurant, the first list that you make are the people that you know. If you are opening a dentist practice, a medical practice, a chiropractor, every person that you know is the same thing. The only difference here that when you have a list of, for example, if you open a restaurant, your people go to eat there and that's it. Here you are showing them the same possibilities that you are going to have, the possibilities of hard time and freedom, way better than when you are just opening a regular traditional business. But remember, this is really important. This is an important skill to develop. When you learn how to create lists, you never are going to struggle because you always will have a big amount of prospects. Now, we are going to be, again, expanding through all these 26 weeks born on this, but we are going to the basics today. And remember, make sure you use your memory jogger. That's the first one that you start. Now, connect. This is the second part. This is when you connect with people. Very important. The more people you connect, the more people see your business. And your businesses, not you. And the reason I say this is because of course, you have to have a large list that is an ever-growing list, and then you are connecting with people. When I mean connecting, and this step is just to create curiosity. You spend in this step less than a minute because the idea is to create curiosity and send the person right away to a presentation. If you talk too much, then you will lose your prospect. This is so important. Guys, the successful people spend short time here and connect. When I mean in connect, when you connect with the person and to send information. Now, some people spend so much time and then suddenly start doing even a presentation. That's not good. This is not a place for a presentation. Now, we have many scripts. Below is just one example on how you can use it with different methods, but let's go here. For example, here, hi, and this is something that I was talking before. Let's suppose that I'm talking to Alex. Hi, Alex, let me tell you what happened to me. As you know, I have been looking for ways to create income, and I found that I know you and I together can earn a lot of money. If this is not for you, it is okay. I just wanted to call you first. And silence for 5 seconds. Guys, you have to have posture when you do the connection, when you have to be excited, because if you say something like, I'm trying this, I love what Lynn Hagedorn said at the New Year kickoff. People don't want to be your test. If you show just nervousness, that you don't know if you're doing this for sure, and you say something, I'm just trying this, People are not going to join you, guys. They are not, because they don't want to be your test. They don't want to be your guinea pig. They don't want to be your experiment. They want to be part of something big. And if you are excited about something, they are going to be more curious. And this is so important. You have to have so much confidence when you're doing. And that's why I say, I know you and I together can earn a lot of money, or you and I together can be very successful. It's basically what I told Alex the first time that I talked to him, and every person that I sponsor. I know this is amazing, and I know we can make a lot of money. I never said, you know what, I'm going to try this one. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I want you to join me. Most people are not going to join you. And if they join, probably it's just to use the product, but they don't believe that you can show them a way to create the financial freedom. Now, and then if you say, let me send you a link to a video that tells the story, the video is only 50 minutes short. And this is important to guys. When I say 50 minutes, this is actually our longest video, but I'm using here as an example. But I have heard people that when they call somebody, say the video is a little long, or the video has some things that maybe you are not going to be interested, or the videos have some quirky things. Guys, you never say something like that. You said the video tells the story. You can even go, I love that video. You're going to find out about how this woman, she was out of corporate America, and she didn't know what to do, and now she's a six-figure income. On this young couple that had 29, they were millionaires. By the way, I hope you have watched the videos, but you could post, because you probably know what video I am talking about. Or this guy, he was in corporate America, and now he's earning a six-figure per month. Or this guy, he used to be a busher, and he has earned an incredible amount of money. Watch those videos; those are amazing. You can tell the story, and the story, not the highlights. Like if you are in a commercial, like the same way when you're excited about a movie, it's so powerful. This and now. You can connect with Facebook, face-to-face, etc., even posting this. It's just that when you are on the telephone or face-to-face, you can show the excitement more than if you are just writing it. Although it works also, obviously, sending a text or connecting on Facebook if you send a message. But by the way, when you are connecting with your Facebook, it's one of my favorite ways, because you can connect with a lot of people. When you do that, make sure that you eventually go to the telephone to show your excitement about what you have when you are sending people to a video. Now, present. This is where the videos are. Here's where you send individual to a tool or a presentation. I love what Lynn Hagedorn said. She said, don't be a fool, use a tool. Now, some of you noticed that I talked about her 3 times already. And let me tell you why. She broke every record. She broke a paradigm in isogenics. She came in August 2011. This was when the company was 9 years old. And she passed almost everybody except 4 people. People that have been in isogenics for many years, like me, like Tony Escobar, Carol Taylor, etc. She passed them. She also, in 8 months, she broke a record by maxing out her reentry, also hitting 6-figure per month. Also, her reentry, when I mean her original position, I mean, she broke so many records, becoming a millionaire in only 14 months. And it's because she went with a passion. And if you have not seen the video that I post on BDP, on 90 Days Blitz, oh gosh, you have to watch that video because there is, you see the power of Lynn Hagedorn and also Kathy Savage. The 2 of them did an amazing presentation at the New York kickoff. I'm going to be posting it again, and that way you can see it. But anyway, don't be a fool. Use a tool. Use the tools. You are using the videos. After the video, if he or she wants more information, put your prospect on a 3-way call with your upline, or invite them to a presentation, a webinar presentation, business presentation, or home. Many times, the video is more than enough. As a matter of fact, tons of time. But if it's not, then there are other tools that you are going to be using. But again, the video is so powerful. Now, if you do at least 2 presentations a day, in other words, 2 people minimum looking at the business, and when I say presentations, again, they are looking at the information in isogenics, your chances of success multiply by quantum leaps. Make sure that always start with the business. Anyway, let's keep going. Videos to use. If talking to a woman, one of the best videos is Enterprising Woman. It talks about the business, and they also talk about the experience with the products. This is an amazing video that has attracted So many women and men too, men that have joined Isogenics. I love that video myself, and I love that video. Before we came with this next video, I was using Enterprising Woman. Retired with an anchor income came a few months later, and this is an amazing video too. And by the way, I've seen it so many times. That's why I can tell people what is going to be on those videos. Like I'm talking about the excitement of what happened, what Jimmy Smith's story, or Matt Rockwell, or Caroline Rodriguez. That I'm talking about anchor income or enterprising woman when you are talking about Hillary, or you are talking about all the women that appear there. But anyway, those are amazing videos. If talking to people younger than 30, most of them, and by the way, it's interesting. In the case of women, even if they're under 30, enterprising woman is a great video. Hillary was under 30 when she joined, but most guys under 30 seems that we have a little attention deficit disorder. Most guys under 30, and Experience Isogenics or Your Future Is Now are my favorite videos. I think that a lot of people respond better to those videos. But again, if it's a woman, it still doesn't matter the age. It seems that still enterprising woman seems to have a great usage. If you are talking about weight loss, the Ice About the Challenge or Are You Toxic? Great videos. You don't send those videos to a business person first. And I've seen so many people making the choice of using these videos first, and people suddenly they say, well, why this was a big hit and they enjoy me. Of course, you are not talking business. You must talk business. If talking about aging, what is aging you? Now, I prefer the first 3 videos because our business. This second weight loss and the aging or the athletes videos, I usually use them as a follow-up. Or when somebody has a question more about the products, I send a video. I love to use videos. Those are my favorites. The longest video of all of these is Enterprising Woman, the longer version. That's the one that I prefer. There is a shorter version and a longer version. The longer is about 40 minutes long. But anyway, guys, use this, present this. Now, this is really important. Most of the time, use the business approach if you want to go faster. It is more effective to send a link from your website than as a movie. I know in many trainings, and it's not that it's not effective. People teach you to go to send a link to iSaMovie, but you have the same videos in your self-replicated site. And the reason this is important is because if you happen to send a link and the person wants to sign up right away, they can sign up on their own. If they go to iSaMovie, they don't have any place to go. If they go to your website, and I taught that before, and you can go to howtogetgoing.com, how to use your website for a business, and teach you how to send videos. It's really easy, something that you learn in a few minutes. But if a person wants to sign up or buy products, if they are watching the video on your website, it's very easy. They just click, if you want to save, click here, or you want to join, click here, and that's it. But if they're in iSaMovie, you are taking a risk that the person, because doesn't know better, is going to do a search of Isogenics on the internet and then sign up with somebody else. That has happened many times. That's why I prefer to use my self-replicating site, and I'm telling you, do that, self-replicating site. Have a minimum 2 people previewing the videos every day if you want to go faster. Then 5 is ideal. If you want to go faster, then 5 is ideal. 5 is ideal. By the way, and you say, well, where do I get all these people? Remember, you're going to make a list of everybody you know and you barely know, and you are going to connect with them. People in Facebook, people face-to-face people that went to high school with you, etc. This is where your presentation is going to come. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, follow-up. Follow-up is so important. This is so important that Jimmy Smith, who has earned over $11 million, says the fortune is in the follow-up. Now, the follow-up is very important. Make sure you learn the script that is on howtogetgoing.com. And you're going to see the script here. And by the way, I'm going to be sending this PDF file on the when you see the repeat of this video, there's going to be a link where you can download this and you can see also these scripts. Now, you may be consistent because most people sign up after the 5th contact. And some of them way beyond. I was contacted 39 times before I signed up in my 40th contact. Jimmy Smith called me consistently for 40 weeks. 41 contacts actually, and then 41 is when I finally sign up. It's funny because uh, one of the most common questions that I receive when people learn this story, they don't get it. They can come to me and say, "What Jimmy told you on the 41st time that convinced you?" Well, it is an accumulation. There is no a magic one time. I mean, people sign up on the first time. Yeah, it happened. Alex signed up on the first time, and Leanne Jackson, the first two people I signed up, actually, the five first people that signed up, they came up right away. But not everybody does that. Most people, you have to do a consistent follow-up. Now, you may say, well, how you sign up, Alex, so quick? Because we are friends, and he was ready. He was open to the same than the other people. When I made my list, I know who was ready. Now, this is the script. What do you like the most? And by the way, the reason I have the script here is, although you can download it, is because I want to explain why it's like that. When you ask what do you like the most, instead, if let's suppose that somebody went to a presentation, it could be a home presentation, could be face-to-face, could be they watch a video on the internet. And if you ask something like, what do you think about, if you call the person in a bad moment or they were doing something else, they're going to forget what they like the most, because the brain is like the computer. You have to ask the right questions. What do you like the most? The brain is going to look for that. What else do you like? You want to add as many positive. You see, I don't have anything why you don't like it. How much money would you like to earn? This is important. And why? Because you want to know how much money the person wants to earn. And the why is so important. Because that's the real goal. It's not the $5,000 that they're going to tell you, or 10,000 a month, or 20, or whatever. It's the why. Doing what, and this is powerful. Doing what you are doing now, how long will it take you to reach whatever goal, whatever the why is? This is so important because we want to make sure that the person sees that isogenesis is the way to do it. Can you see yourself doing what I'm doing? I sing. Let's suppose I send Alex to a video. He called me back. He said, "Oh, yeah, you sent me to a video." That's what you want to make sure that they see, that they can see themselves doing the business. Do you want to go fast or faster? The reason I say that, some people say slow or fast. If we say slow and the person chooses a smaller package, we are going to be labeling that person already. Even adults feel labeled. It's not only for kids. And that's why I don't have slow or fast. I have fast or faster. And I have to start a business with the potential user, you have to spend thousands of dollars. The best way to start our business is our business package. It's $1,099. When you start with this system and a sponsor two with the same system, you get $650 back. By the way, if you say where the money came from, we have a presentation where we show how the bonus work, the double PIBs. But this is just part of the script. And a person can say, well, I don't have enough money. Say, if money is a challenge, what if I can show you a system that is about half? Would you be ready to start now? Anybody knows what the system is? You don't have to answer. But anyway, the system is only $559. When you sponsor two with this system, you get $370 back. And when they bring two, you get a total of $928. You cover your total startup money. Now, some people say, why don't you say the word investment? Because in some states, you cannot use the word investment. It's the main reason. But anyway, and plus we are doing a training that's in writing. I don't want to have the investment word there. Now, and I start, what is your full name, email address? Do you prefer to use Visa or MasterCard or American Express or whatever? Oops, let me start again. Okay, okay, again. All right, anyway, I want to slow down a little here, but the follow-up is really important. Now, let's continue to finish this. After going through the script, if they don't sign up, ask them if it is okay to send them info once in a while. As I said, most people are not going to sign up right now, right away. Ask for their email address, and you say the best email address, and then follow this step. Create a list of group on your email system. You can do it in Gmail, AOL, or whatever you have. Most systems have this feature where you can create groups, or you can get an autoresponder. If you don't know what an autoresponder is, don't worry. But you don't need them. You can also use My Isogenics. And what you do is you create a list, and then once every a month or even every week, everything that we receive from Isogenics, you copy news, something new, when they are talking about, for example, 4 ways to earn money, or the new e-energy product, and then you copy that and send it to them. That's a good way to follow up and include, make sure a short personal comment about what you are sending them. It's really simple and it's really nice. Then call them once in a while, as I said, and ask them if they are receiving your emails. It's like an excuse, and then you can ask, what do you like the most? You can go to like a closing of the question with the emails. This is so important because follow-up is so important. As I said, most people sign up after the fifth contact. And also you can call, you can have any other system for follow-up. Cool. Jimmy calls, Jimmy Smith calls. He loves to call. He doesn't use emails, but he calls. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. But still, even if you are using list, you have to call them once in a while. They have to know that you are there. Really important. Now, if they if they say that, like I said before, if they said, yeah, I'm receiving the emails, then what do you like the best? What else do you like? You know, it's funny, you are starting the follow-up script again. But anyway, guys, when you do this consistently, I know some people say that's a lot of work. Okay, let me rewind. A lot of work compared to what? If you have a restaurant, do you know what you have to do? If you have an accounting business, you have even a massage therapist business, you have a lawnmower business, you cutting grass, etc. Doesn't matter what business, everything's even more complex than this because you have to keep more records and you still have to do follow-up. Still, you have to follow with clients, etc. And if you do it right, you can be wealthy in any business. But this business is way more simpler. Less money to get into the business, and the potential is enormous, and you can leverage yourself with a business that can be all over the world. This is the beauty of this. And make sure that you consistently listen to these webinars, watch the webinars and listen to the recordings that we send, because all of them are to reaffirm everything that you see. They say the repetition is the mother of all skills. I tend to repeat everything because I know when you do it consistently, you are going to be successful. Now, this is it. You have your list, you connect with people, present, sending people to your videos from your website is the best way to start, and then follow up using the script. You do it consistently. Really cool. Do this for the next 90 days, or actually 91 days. Make sure you have at least 2 people daily looking at your business every day. Now, when I say do this for the next 90 days, I'm not saying to test it. This works. You are not going to test anything. You are going to do it consistently with the knowing that this works, because that's the way that you approach this. That's the way that you are going to approach people, saying, I know this works. I know you and I together can make a fortune with this. I know you and I together can be successful working with this. And I'm looking for 9 other people. I want a team of people that are going to be winning together with us. Now, you will have a lot of prospect in your follow-up funnel because obviously we are going to be teaching you more ways. And I tell you, the business is going to change for the best. Your business is going to for the best. Now, next week I will be teaching how to present the pay plan over the telephone. This is so cool. It's one of my favorite things. And I have to say that I've been doing the same thing for many years. And then I went to the New Year kickoff. And because the new bonuses, there were a few things that was missing in the presentation of the telephone, although always been very effective. And then I saw Lynn Hagerdon and Kathy Savage presenting, and I say, wow, this is powerful. Well, we are going to be talking about that next week, how to present the pay plan over the telephone. And it's really simple. A person doesn't have to be in a webinar or anything like that. You can do it on a webinar too if you want to, on a one-on-one webinar, but you can do it also over the telephone from your cell phone, from your home phone. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, going to action. Do this consistently. It is simple, and you will become really successful. And remember, practice makes it perfect. And the more you do it, the better you're going to be at this. And something else, doesn't have to be perfect, because most people that you are going to be approaching, they don't know anything about what you're approaching them. And because you are going to be using a lot of tools, remember, don't be a fool. You are going to be using a lot of tools. It's going to be much simpler to they're going to see that, gosh, that they can be successful doing exactly what you're doing. But anyway, Guys, let's stop here. And Alex, are you there?
George, actually, fantastic presentation again. And before we go on, I just wanted to point out there's a couple of actually a question here on the videos. And you mentioned all these great videos. Uh, Somebody's asking here, Chad is actually asking, when do you use the compensation plan video?
Yeah, the compensation plan usually is as a follow-up. It's a great video. It has to be as a follow-up. Oops, I have tons of messages there. Huh. Yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, it has to be as a follow-up. Oh, I got back to this. Because if you are talking to somebody the first time, you're not going to send the compensation plan right away. This is a follow-up when people want to know about the compensation plan, and you can do that. I like the video when the people want to know more details. Now, the reason I like when you're going to learn next week about presenting over the telephone is because you are going to show the people. Imagine that you can show the people. Oh, okay, hold on a second, please. Let me go back to. And as a matter of fact, let me go a little preview. You see, when you're writing something like this and then you start coming with numbers, this is a preview for next week. And by the way, you saw something like this last week when we were talking about the new announcements in isogenics, and they see on their own hand how the numbers start coming up. And suddenly they see the number at the end. They say the number, wow, $5,120. Are you kidding me? Can I do this even in the first 5 weeks? Remember, 5K in 5K in 5 weeks. Anyway, it's more powerful. However, still, I like to use the video, obviously, because they need to want to know what, but how it works again. And then you can send them the video. And again, it's a follow-up video. It's mostly for follow-up. You never send it the first time. It's not a good idea. Okay. Are you there?
Yep, perfect.
Oh, okay. So I hope I answered the question, but I love to as a follow-up.
Yeah, and actually, Victoria, asks, what about the Michael Close CD?
Yes. Uh, what I show you tonight was mostly using the internet. However, it is really important, and you have heard me before, that you have some tools with you. I didn't talk about that today, but that's something that you're going to be receiving emails. If you want to do the 91 days Blitz, you must have some tools, and two of them one of them is the Michael Claus CD on network marketing that he talks about isogenics, and the second one is the magazine, the Prosper magazine. That CD is really powerful, especially when you're approaching other people that have been in network marketing before, because Michael Claus is very well known in the network marketing industry. He has a very big name. And yeah, I use it as a presentation instead of video. If you are seeing somebody in person, you can hand out them the CD. If you have, for example, you buy 100 CDs that they're a dollar each when you buy 100. I tell you one thing, by the time you hand out 100 CDs, and if you do it in a period of time of 2 months, that would be 2 months would be probably about, actually 3 months would be about 2 a day. But the more, of course, the better results. Yeah, it's going to be very powerful. I bought over 200 of them for that reason, because these are really powerful when you are face to face, the Michael Claus CD. And you are going to hear more about that, by the way. How to use the CDs, how to use the videos, how to use the magazines, how to use the website, although we cover a lot of that today.
Great. Well, guys, then let's start wrapping it up. I want to thank all of you for joining us. George, thank you so much for teaching us all of this. And, it's amazing. Something does stick out in my mind is when you said, you don't need to try this. It's not about trying it. We know it works. We've seen it work with ourselves. We've seen it work with so many other people, and we've seen it work in like on steroids almost with what Lynn Hagerdorn has been doing, and Kathy Savage they have been doing it with a serious commitment, and they have been very, very consistent. So it just shows everything that's possible for all of us
Yeah.
that are on the call.
Well, and I'm going to put as an example. Let's suppose that a person goes to school for medical school or architecture, like you went to, or business administration, and they go to the teacher, and the teacher is teaching something that is a principle, and the student is going to say, "Well, I'm going to try to see if this works." No, you do it or not do it. As simple as that.
That's
You do it
right.
or not do it. Those are principles that works, and the same here. That we are not telling you to try anything. I used to say, try this for 90 days to see it works. No, do it for 90 days because it works. I mean, it works when you do it. That's it. If you don't do it, it doesn't work. As simple as that.
Absolutely. So then, well, we will be seeing you then next Monday. And this webinar is being recorded right now, and it will be up at the howtogetgoing.com website by tomorrow evening. So good night, everyone. Good
Perfect.
night, George. And thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much, all of you. And I talk to you later, and you will be receiving emails from me. Thank you. See you. Bye.